The Cornell Method. The Cornell Method is a widely used note-taking system that involves dividing your notepaper into specific sections to enhance organization, understanding, and retention of information. This method was developed by Walter Pauk, an educational professor at Cornell University. The key components of the Cornell Method includes a note-taking area, a cue column, and a summary section. Note-taking area. This is the main section where you take notes during the lecture or while reading. It's where you capture the essential information and key concepts. Cue column. This column is typically on the left or the right side of your notepaper and used for writing cues or questions that relate to the content in the note-taking area. These cues serve as prompts for reviewing and testing your knowledge. Summary section. At the bottom of your page or on a separate section, you create a summary of the main points and key concepts. This section helps reinforce the material and provides a quick overview for review. During the lecture or reading, use the note-taking area and jot down the main concepts, important details, and any relevant examples. After the lecture or reading, cover the note-taking area and quiz yourself using the cues in the cue column. Try to recall the information without looking at your notes. Now, to review and reinforce, use the summary section to reinforce the main points. This section acts as a condensed version of your notes and aids in quick review. This method provides a structured layout, making it easy to review and quiz yourself. Writing cues and summaries actively engages your brain, promoting better understanding and retention. The cues in the cue column make it easy to review the material quickly and test your knowledge. Remember, the Cornell Method can be adapted to suit your preference. Feel free to adjust the size of the sections based on the amount of information you need to capture. Cognitive dynamics points to the cognitive processes that underpin successful note-taking during lectures or reading, highlighting the pivotal roles of active engagement, attention, and organization. Note-taking is a multifaceted cognitive activity crucial for academic success and has a profound impact on the quality of study materials. Active engagement transcends passive reception. It involves a dynamic interaction with the learning material. This propels comprehension, reading, and the ability to draw meaningful connections between concepts. For example, initiating discussions, posing questions, or actively participating in collaborative learning activities. Engaging in problem-solving scenarios, conducting hands-on experiments, or participating in group projects. As a result, this cognitive process cultivates a deeper understanding of concepts and nurtures critical thinking skills. Attention. A cognitive spotlight involves focusing on pertinent information while filtering out distractions. Attention serves as the foundation for effective information processing and encoding. For example, maintaining sustained attention during lectures, resisting multitasking temptations to ensure full mental engagement, practicing mindfulness techniques during learning sessions, actively managing cognitive resources to enhance focus, etc. Efforts focused on paying attention ensures that critical information is not only captured but also integrated into existing knowledge frameworks. Organization is the systematic arrangement of information, creating a coherent structure. Organizing facilitates efficient review, comprehension, and retrieval of information. For example, utilizing various organizational tools such as headings, bullet points, and visual aids to structure notes logically. employing organizational strategies such as concept mapping, mind mapping, and digital tools for intricate subjects. Effort towards organizing transforms notes into a navigable roadmap, enhancing the overall accessibility of information. For a deeper understanding and practice, first let us take a passage and prepare notes on it based on our understanding of the Cornell method. Once done, and only then, look at the sample notes provided ahead based on Cornell method and do a comparative study to instill a practical understanding. The passage is divided into two sections. Both the sections will be shown here for 5 seconds each. If needed, pause the video to take down the notes, write the cues and the summary based on your understanding of the method. Later, I will share with you our version of the Cornell method in order for you to make a comparison and gain a better understanding of the method. Here's the first part. Here's the second part of the same passage. Create the notes for both the parts together. Before we move on to the actual notes creation, here is a sample of the notes we will be working on. The orientation of these notes can change based on your liking, but the point is to keep the sections intact. The cue section, the note section, and the summary. Now let's look at the passage in details. The first paragraph is the introduction to the passage and conveys the clinical practice being transformed by technology and evidence-based focus on patient care. So we add that to the notes. The second and the third paragraph is part of the heading Integration of Technology. While the main points of the second paragraph is EHR streamlining data access and telemedicine expands reach, the third paragraph gives an example. Unless the example is absolutely required for later references, you can skip it in the notes. Likewise, the notes contain the main points from the other paragraphs. Notice that for the second paragraph, the cue and the notes form a cause-effect relationship. It's not something that is required for all such note creation, but in this case, we made it that way. Later on or while revising, the cues can become questions for which the answers are pointed out in the notes. The summary sums up the main points covered in the passage in a single yet an informative sentence. The focus area. The Cornell method primarily focuses on providing a structured format for note-taking and active engagement with the material, while cognitive load theory or CLT is concerned with understanding and managing the cognitive load imposed on learners, especially minimizing extraneous cognitive load. The Cornell method is a specific note-taking approach that students can apply during lectures or readings, while CLT is a broader framework often used in instructional design, and its principles can be applied to various educational activities including note-taking. The Cornell method is more user-centric and can be adapted to individual preferences. Cognitive load theory, on the other hand, is more of a guiding principle for instructional design, emphasizing the importance of presenting information in a way that optimizes learning efficiency. In short, while the Cornell method is a specific approach to note-taking, cognitive load theory provides broader principles for designing learning experiences with a focus on managing cognitive load. That brings us to the end of this lesson. Before you go, make sure you engage with this video by liking and sharing this video and subscribing to our channel. Like always, be safe and you'll hear from me in the next video. Take care.